Okay, welcome to Doris's Kitchen. And today we're going to make a lasagna, but we're making it with deer meat. Okay, if you check the Young Hunt channel on YouTube, you will see he got his deer. So we're going to start with 1.5 cups of mozzarella shredded cheese. Okay, 1 small container of ricotta. Small container of cottage cheese. Okay, and then we're going to add some Parmesan grated cheese, only because this helps to absorb the liquids from the cottage cheese. Okay, we'll get that right out of the way. And we just blend this. Now also, if you check the Young Hunt YouTube channel, you'll see the nice grinder he had to grind up some of his deer meat for a hamburger. And that's what we're going to use, is the deer meat that we grinded up into hamburger. So for all you deer lovers and everything, you're really going to enjoy this one. And because of all the cheeses and everything that's in the lasagna, you're really not going to taste the deer meat too much, but yet you've got your red meat. And this is a good way on how to spread some of your meat too, by fixing a nice plate of lasagna like this. Okay, so we got this all set. Now, let's bring this a little bit closer here. First, we're going to put some of our lasagna down. What I did right here is I oiled my side, because sometimes, you know, when you go to cut a piece of lasagna out, it sticks to the side, and you don't like that. Kind of falls apart after that. Nobody wants it all falling apart. Okay, and here we're going to add our meat. Now you can make this in different ways, you know, depending, you know, you have to know your family that you're feeding and everything, because some can't handle too much of the spice, you know, the pizza sauce, tomato sauce, spaghetti sauce. Some people can't handle that, so you have to kind of go accordingly. All right, now I'm going to add a little bit of cheese on the top of this one, of the blend that I made. To make it taste a little bit like a cheeseburger, you know. So if you have somebody who can't have too much sauce and everything, then do, you know, adjust your recipes accordingly. There's no big set rule on you have to do it this way or that way. There we go. So I would, for them, you know, put my sauce down in that, and then I wouldn't add no, I use pizza sauce instead of spaghetti sauce, but I wouldn't add too much of it if you already know that they have a problem with it. Just because, you know, sometimes they like lasagna, but when they go out somewhere, you know, it's always too much sauce, and then they have to take antacids and stuff like that, so. Okay, now we're going to add a little bit of sauce on top of this one. So you can make your lasagna later any way you want. You can use regular hamburgers. You don't have to use deer hamburgers. That just happens to be what I have for winter food and everything. The boy did get his deer. I'm very happy with that. And with the cost of groceries and everything, a lot of people should pick up deer hunting. a good hobby. And it also feeds the family because sometimes, you know, if you get a deer that's young, the steak and sandwich are so delicious. Very good, melts in your mouth, really. Okay, now we're going to add a layer of just the cheese. When you blended your cheese like this, you can pretty much do anything you want with it. Let me add a little bit more right here. There we go. Now, if you see it's not all the way full, but you know when you put your noodles down and you flatten it all right out, you're good to go. There you go. See, it kind of spreads all out. You can see the white through there. I don't know if you can. There you go. All right, now I'm going to add another layer and finish off the rest of my meat in this. So we had a layer with the meat, a layer with just the cheese. I'm going to be really light with this one. Because, you know, if you use too much sauce, it will interfere when you're cooking, that's for sure. Because you're going to have, it's not going to stay together, you know, as you would a nice square. So try to stay with one jar of spaghetti sauce, and that's it, you know. So spread it, and you know that you need a lot on the top anyhow. So be a little careful with it. I already put plenty in the other layer. Okay, so now I'm going to finish off the rest of my meat. Now for all you deer hunters who love recipes with deer and, you know, used to just eating it hamburg on the grill or, you know, just steak sandwich for breakfast or whatever, well, you're going to want to stay tuned because I have got some really good recipes. Especially on the beef stew. You want to talk about a good beef stew. I got a good one for you. It's really thick, you know, which is how you want it. Of course, you get to put all the meat you want because you done caught your catch. So you're really going to enjoy that. It's really tender, super tender. And what I found, you know, it makes it taste like you can fool anybody. They're not going to know it's deer meat. It's that delicious. And it is so good. And of course, the young hunt, he likes his stew with a lot of meat. So you're going to want to stay tuned to my channel so that you can see that. All right. Now see, that kind of makes like a cheeseburger again. Cheeseburger, cheese, cheeseburger again. Here you go. All right, and now we're going to not use no sauce and just finish off the rest of our cheese. So make good use of your hunt. Use up your meat, but find different ways to cook it, and the family will enjoy this. You know, a lot of people don't like deer meat, but, you know, when you start using it in different ways, instead of just serving it plain, you know, because sometimes plain, people will know the difference, of course, and it tastes maybe a little bit wild to them and everything, but if you use it in cooking, I mean, spaghetti sauce, you know, when you're making chopped suey or something like that, they really don't know it. I've done it to the kids so many times, and they thought it was real hamburger in there. They never knew. Of course, when they grew up, I told them. They go, what? You were feeding us deer meat? Which was kind of funny. But yeah, I was. But they didn't know it, and it's okay. All right, put on our top layer here. But the beef stew, oh my God, that is so tender. It's been a long time. It took me a long time to find something that was going to work right, you know, and taste really good and nice and thick and flavor, tenderize the meat, unreal. Oh, it's beautiful. So I will be making that, so just go ahead and sub me, and you'll be sure to catch it when it comes around. So, something I look forward to doing. Now this is where you finish up the rest of your jar of spaghetti sauce. Make sure your noodle gets it real good. Now this is really good, you know, for your meal and everything, and if you don't have a great big large family, it's good for parties. But if you don't have a large family and stuff, well, the leftovers make really good for leftover night because we don't waste food. You know, or if mom and dad want to go out shopping and going to leave the teenagers to fend on their own, you know, this will be gone by the time you get home. But this is the kind of food they really love to just pop in the microwave, cut off a piece, pop it in the microwave. It's always so much better when it's reheated, because when you put it in the refrigerator after you've had your meal and everything, it holds together even better. This is also one of those things that you can make ahead of time if you know you're going to be having a party, especially a Christmas party or something, and you need to make some meals ahead of time. This is also another good one to do, because you can put it in the freezer. And when you're ready, thaw it out the day before, and you're ready to go. Now we're just going to put some shredded mozzarella on top to complete our lasagna. I'm big on cheese. I'm a cheese lover. That's my downfall in life. Too much cheese. Can't help it. I really love it. There we go. And here we have a lovely lasagna meal. Alright, you can turn around and serve that with garlic bread. Fix yourself up a salad. Have a little bubble to go with your digestive system, you know, so that your meal is properly digested and everything. And there you go. Go ahead and bake this at 350 for a half hour and enjoy a nice family treat. A lot of good eating in here. Bye-bye now.